Hello friends, I hope you're doing awesome today. So I'm going to be doing this look. This is an Anne Hathaway inspired look from a premiere of Les Mis. I don't remember where it was, but somewhere. But I really liked it. I love the dark lipstick and then the really natural basic eye. It's just one eyeshadow color and some false lashes, so it's pretty doable. But yeah, so I will be doing the foundation and everything, but if you want to skip that, I posted the time down in the box, so you can just skip straight to the eyeshadow if you want. So anyway, thanks for watching this video and I hope you like it. Okay, so the foundation I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm using this in Buff Beige 130. And I usually use like Revlon ColorStay Whipped, or sometimes I'll use a tinted moisturizer, but I have this foundation and I don't wear it much, so I kind of want to give it a go. It's also pretty pale, and she definitely has paler skin than I do, so I don't think it's going to really make me much paler than I am. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to put a dollop of that on my hand. And then I'm using my Eco Tools stippling brush. This came in the Alicia, sorry, I don't know, Silverstone kit, and I really like it. It's a nice synthetic stippling brush that doesn't get hairs all over your face. Oh, I got a lot of foundation. I always forget you don't need much with these. Okay, so I'm just getting that on my hand, you know, stippling it around. So, straight onto my clean, moisturized skin. This is stippling, which most of you probably know, but just pressing the makeup into the skin tends to give you more of kind of an airbrushed, flawless look. I don't do it a lot because it takes time, but it does look nicer. It tends to look nicer than if I use my foundation with my hands. Alright, so for this look, Anne definitely has more of a matte looking face, so I'm going to be using the e.l.f. HD pressed or loose powder with a powder puff. And the trick to this is just kind of rolling it on the skin, and it just helps it to not just kind of dust off, because sometimes when you brush powder on, it just kind of doesn't really do anything because it just goes into the air instead of on your skin. So you can just kind of press it. I look kind of funny now. Very matte. And I am just going to take a powder brush and just kind of pat it on top just to make sure there isn't any like spaces that have too much powder on them. Alrighty. Ugh, silica, hate it. Alright, so for concealer, I'm going to use the Cargo Blu-ray, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply it with this to start. I'm kind of trying a different method because I use this stuff all the time, but I usually just apply it just for my finger. I'm seeing if this makes it work any better, but it does work well. Need a mirror. So then I just pat it out with my ring finger. Okay, now once I've got a layer of that, I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser, which I love and I use all the time. I took the sponge off though because it just got kind of gross and unsanitary. Well, I mean, I know the Blu-ray one did, but I usually use my finger anyway. So with this, I'm just going to go right on the top and just pat it on, and then bring it down a little bit onto the kind of cheekbone-ish area so we don't have any raccoon eyes going on. Okay, now of course I'm setting it with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Alright, so that's going to be it for the face makeup, so we'll get started on the eyes. Alright, so I'm starting with my eyeshadow base. I'm using the Palladio Herbal Eyeshadow Primer, which has some gunk on it that I'm wiping off. There we go. So I will tell you why I have not made a video in so long, and it's mainly because I have been getting eczema on my eyelids, so like right in here, it'll just get really crusty, like really flaky and dry, and I finally went to the dermatologist. She gave me some stuff that cleared this eye up completely, and this one was fine, but then all of a sudden I had this weird reaction and it just was like swollen for a day, and now it's just getting better, so sorry if it looks kind of weird in the pictures. It's just that. So that's why I haven't made any videos, because I can't put eyeshadow on, and it's like, well, what kind of a look can you do with no eyeshadow? Not very many. So anyway, just a side note, but so I'm just going to put a good amount of this stuff on here. I've been really wanting to try the Maybelline, I think they're like tattoo eyeshadows or something like that. They're kind of like MAC paint pots. I've heard that they're really good, but I just haven't gotten around to buying one yet. Just that I don't really wear eyeshadow outside of making tutorials now, so I don't know how much good it would do me. But I guess for you guys it'd be worth it. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely starting to see the dryness. Oh well. Now you know. So, all we're doing for this look, for the eyeshadow, is one color. So I love it how soft and pretty that is. But it's I'm using the Revlon Quad in Attitude, and I'll just be using this really light matte pink color. And it could be anything from like a light pink to a light purple to a light like mauve. I mean, really any color you want. Maybe not blue. That might be a little much. But it's just something that's very light, barely colored, but enough that, you know, you can kind of, oh, there's something on, you know, her eyelid. It's also important not to get something that's going to be too opaque, because we really don't want this to be like a 90s look, which it could easily be with the wrong colors. Like if you're wearing like a raisin colored lipstick and white eyeshadow, it's just like, ah, 90s. So not so great now. But anyway, so I'm using just a large fluffy brush. Well, fluffy, dense-ish brush. I don't even know. And I'm just going to put this all over. So from the lash line up to the eyebrow. Oh, our dog is so dumb. He's always barking outside. I hate it. Ah. All right. How do you like that for easy eyeshadow? Okay, so now, let's see, what should I do next? I think I'm going to do the eyeliner next, because I don't want to mess up anything. I'm going to use false lashes, because she definitely looks like she's wearing some really natural long false lashes. I mean, long as in, you know, longer than your natural lashes, most people's natural lashes. So I just wanted to throw some on just for fun. I think it'll bring the drama up a little bit without being too, like, crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and start with eyeliner. Now, I can't even remember if I've ever done this before, but I just kind of like the idea, so I'm going to give it a try. I'm using the NYX Slide On pencil in Jet Black, just because you can get really close to the lashes with this versus like the Revlon ColorStay pencil, which a lot of times it'll leave that ugly line between the eyeliner and your lashes, and it's just a line of your skin, and it's not too cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this in. Let me make sure I'm still filming. Yeah. Put this in right at the lashes, and just kind of where your false lashes are going to go, just so that it gives more of a guide, so to speak, for the lashes. So I'm just going about to, I don't know, leaving about like the size of my pinky nail or something right in the inner corner there. Alright, so for the false lashes, I'm using the Ardell 110s, which look like that. So they're pretty natural. And I used to have the Duo eyelash glue, but I just threw it away yesterday because I had known this for a while but just didn't get rid of it. But it has formaldehyde in it, and I'm finding that a lot of eyelash glues have formaldehyde, which is really bad, especially if you're going to put it on your eyes. Like, ugh, who would even do that? Does not make sense to me. But anyway, I just got some Katy Perry false lashes for some looks that I'm going to be doing in the future, and they come with a little tiny thing of lash glue, which does not contain formaldehyde, so I'm going to be using that today, if you're curious. So I do have a tutorial on applying false lashes, so I will let you look at that if you've never done it before, you need a refresher or whatever, but it's easier for me to not do it when I'm not filming. So I will come back with those on and we'll finish the look. Alright, so now I'm going to move on to the eyebrows. I'm just gonna make sure mine are pretty even looking, and just fill them in, you know, any sparse areas. And I use the MAC eyeshadow in Concrete for my brows. It's definitely a very neutral brown color. Okay, then I'm going to set them with my Prestige Brow Gel. Okay, so now I'm going to line my waterline a little bit with a white pencil. This is from Mark. They don't make them, but if you look at like NYX or something like that, I'm sure they do have one. And then I will put on just a touch of mascara. I use the Almay Intense Eye Color in black something. Black Flash, yeah. So I'll do that, and then I'll come back and show you the cheeks and the lips. Alright, so for the cheeks, I'm going to be using kind of a more neutral color. It's Bare Minerals Thistle, so it's got a little bit kind of a red brick tone to it. I don't know why they chose this color for her, but I mean, I think it works. Just something neutral, so you can't really go wrong with that. So I'm just going to apply this kind of more apple of the cheek area, but not too far in, so maybe just like that, right in there. So definitely not too much blush, just enough to give you some color so you don't look sickly, but don't overdo it. Ooh, okay, lipstick. Yes, the exciting part. So I just got this lipstick mainly for this look. It is MAC Diva. So that's what it looks like. It may be a little bit different than what she's wearing. I'm not really sure. I wore it once, but I don't remember. But this is a matte, and her lips look a little bit moisturized, so I'm actually going to put on a lip balm before I put the lip liner on so that won't be as matte. I'm using the NYX Plum lip liner, so I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm not really going to fill them in. You can if you want this to last for, you know, all day or all night or whatever, but I'm just going to take it off in the, you know, near future anyway. So I'm going to do that, and then I will put the lipstick on and you will see the finished look. Alright everybody, so this is the finished Anne Hathaway inspired look. Thanks so much for checking out this video, and I hope you keep on watching. I'm going to be putting up some more looks hopefully in the next few weeks, so keep checking back, and thank you so much. Take care.